On today's episode, we're going to talk about why most Google Ads campaigns for damage restoration, water damage restoration fail. Let's get into it.
This isn't just any podcast. This is your secret weapon for dominating the market.
This is the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast, and this is your host, Sean McMean.
Welcome to episode number 38 of Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast. I'm your host, Sean McMean, and today we are going to talk about reasons why Google Ads for water damage leads fail. Loaded question there, loaded topic. Lots of reasons why Google Ads fail for water damage leads, and we're really going to talk about it today because this is a pain point that a lot of people experience when you're running Google Ads. We all know that Google Ads can help generate calls, or at least we should. And the problem that I see is that many times people will try to run it themselves. They don't have experience in the industry, or they'll hire somebody down the street, and it doesn't work out well. And so then you're like, Google Ads sucks. We're not going to do it. Now, so we're going to get into reasons why they fail. And we've talked many times about reasons or ways to set up the campaign. So check back on the other episodes for those things. But I'm going to give you specific reasons why they fail and things to look out for today. So stay to the end. You're going to get some golden nuggets here. And these are things that we 100% do, that I do, my team does for our clients. We run tons of water damage campaigns. So let's get into it. Now, the number one reason why Google Ads campaigns fail for water damage is because the lack of long-term planning that's put into place. Many times, I won't say every time, but many times, restoration contractor or somebody wanting water damage leads starts a campaign and they do not have the long-term vision in mind. And so what do I mean by this? I mean that you or whoever created the campaign for you, nothing was discussed about the cost of the campaign and how long it really takes to get something optimized and how much work it takes to get optimized, and that the fact that there will be good months, good weeks, good days, and there will be crappy days, crappy months, crappy weeks because of multiple factors, meaning competitors are changing up things, Google's changing up things, that your ads, your billing stopped and your campaign stopped and you didn't know your billing stopped and you weren't watching the campaign, and then all of a sudden you have to start relearning. So there's many factors that go into play here, but it's about the long-term planning and long-term execution of this, and you cannot look at it as, I'm going to try this for a couple weeks. That just does not work in the water damage side of things. It will not work. The campaign is too difficult to optimize, and then once you get it optimized, you stop and start the campaign, or you don't have the real funds to run the campaign. Here's the thing I will say is it's super expensive for water damage leads. I talked to many other people that are running different types of campaigns in the Google Ad space, very similar to truck accident campaigns. Like these things, as you guys know, you all want the calls, and it's emergency service. There's no research done for this. So what these Google Ad reps or generalist Google Ads people are telling you is, set up the campaign this way. It does not work for water damage. It just doesn't. And I can't express that enough. I've had many people on my team that I've trained. I'm an amazing ads manager specialist right now. But one of the things that is very true, it is one of the hardest campaigns to set up, monitor, and get a good ROI from. It's not impossible. But if you do not have the long-term picture in play, you cannot start and stop these campaigns and expect them to work well for you. So that's number one. Long-term planning in place. Expect to run these for at least 3 months to at least 3 months and optimize along the way. The other thing, the second piece that people don't realize and why they fail has to do with the first one. And it's that it's very expensive. Very expensive. Now, we're all willing to pay for water damage leads, but you're not willing to pay. You don't want to pay for calls or leads that are unqualified, right? And so if you set up the campaign incorrectly and you're getting all these unqualified leads that are coming in, it's very expensive. You're like, I'm burning money. Google's charging me $500, $250, all over the place, right? And so you have to look at it this way. It's very expensive if you don't set it up optimized correctly and you don't work with somebody that's set up these campaigns before. The third piece is a lack of understanding of the terms or the search terms that convert versus the ones that you keep spending on, or the campaign keeps spending on, that are attracting unqualified people. This has to do with a negative keyword list that blocks out all of the riffraff and all the stuff that you don't want phone calls for. And so if you don't understand and have the data along what is converting or what is not converting, and you don't optimize the campaign for that, the campaign's going to fail. And you're going to spend a bunch of money and you're going to say, Google Ads for water damage sucks. It doesn't work. False. It does work. It does absolutely work. You just have to understand that you have to go through after the right terms, and that there will be highs and lows along the way, right? So that long-term picture in play is critical. The other aspect of this is the bidding strategy. Too many people think they can go in on a water damage campaign and bid $5 a click. That's going to get you nowhere. Google recommends amounts for clicks, and they are wrong. They are flat out wrong, because you will not show up if you use Google's recommendations, or if that Google ad rep calls you and said, oh, you're spending too much, or your campaign's set up wrong. I can tell you that most of the time these Google reps have no clue about the specifics of a water damage restoration campaign and how to set it up for conversions. They are generalists and they don't know. So in previous episodes, I talk about bid strategy and how to set up the campaign to start off and getting the most traffic and everything like that. So check back on those. The next component of why a Google Ads campaign fails for water damage is that people send their clicks or send their ads to their homepage. Stop sending the clicks to your homepage. You have to have a dedicated landing page that is set up to convert those people that hit that landing page. If they hit the landing page, it has to be super clear what you do, who you are, and where you help people out, and make it super easy for them to contact you, whether it's a phone, form, chat, paper airplane, doesn't matter. However you want them to contact you, you got to make it super simple. Don't overcrowd your page with a bunch of content. Just get straight to the point. We help homeowners and business owners with water damage restoration problems, flood remediation problems, whatever. Here's our process. Here's our reviews. Here's why you should call us. Call us. Straight to the point. Put an image of the owner or the truck or something recognizable on the page. The next component of this is sitting and forgetting about it without optimization. Time and time and time again, this is why campaigns fail. You set it up, it started out great, and then what happened? Your competitors changed something. Somebody else in the market changed something. Google changed something, and there's lack of optimization of the campaign or of the landing page that the ad goes to. You have to watch it very, very, very closely. And I'm not trying to preach to you here, but this is such a passion for me because I know how much people have lost in Google Ads campaigns that were not watched and just sat there. And you paid somebody to manage it, or you managed it yourself, and you were off doing things. You can waste so much money if you don't watch things closely, if you don't have a negative keyword list, if you're not bidding enough, if you're not bidding against the right keywords, and if you don't have that long-term vision in place. So hopefully this gives you a really good understanding of reasons why Google Ads for water damage leads fail. Check back on the previous episodes of ways to set it up for success. But at the end of the day, re-listen to this. Take note of the couple points in here about that long-term vision, about the bidding strategies, about setting up forgetting, and don't send clicks to your homepage. And make sure you add, if you don't have the Google call extension as an extension set up on the campaign, your ads are going to fail. If you don't have mobile optimized, your ads are going to fail. Those are another couple points there. Test your ads on a phone, on a mobile phone. That's where most of these highly converted calls come from. Bid higher on a mobile phone, those types of things. So I could go off on a tangent here. I don't want to preach today, but at the end of the day, I wanted to give you some reasons why Google ads fail and let you know there is ways to make it succeed. So follow along with me. I'll share more tips along the way to help make your campaigns as successful as possible, as whatever I just said there, as successful as possible, tongue twister. So until next time, this is Sean McMean. Thanks again for following along on this journey.
You've been listening to the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast.
Sean's not here to just talk the talk. He's walked the walk. With a track record of helping over 70 damage restoration companies and engaging in over 500 conversations with industry owners, he's seen it all. From digital marketing triumphs to the most ingenious growth hacks, he's got the keys to the kingdom, and he's sharing them with you. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, for more, hit the website at restorationmarketing.com. See you next time on the Restoration Marketing Secrets Podcast.